Hi guys, I hope you are all well. So I just thought I would come on here and do a little video for you guys to give you a bit of an update, like a life update, a house update, all the questions you've been asking recently kind of update. What I've been doing is I've been kind of like writing down questions that people ask me a lot. So I thought I would just address them all in this video to just bring you up to speed with what's been going on in our lives. I mean, not much has been going on because obviously of lockdown. But we have got, like, obviously the house is coming along now. Like, we've actually got a plan in place as to when building work is going to start, and just a couple of other bits as well that I thought I would talk to you guys about. So I have got, my house is probably the one thing that I get most questions about. So I'll start off by talking about that. Lots of people keep asking when we're going to start our build. So the reason we were actually meant to start in January, like on January the 25th, but we decided to add a little extra section onto our house. We had to put our plans back into the planning department. So we're really hoping to get the results, is that the right thing? I'm not sure. We're hoping to get those by the end of March. So then we have the builders lined up for an April start date. I am so excited. I feel like now that we have got this far, I can really start getting excited about picking out all the kind of furnishings and things that we want. So like tiles, bathrooms, kitchens, and things like that. I mean, I'm so split in my mind if I want to go modern or if I want to sort of go more traditional. I'm just not too sure. One day I think modern, the next day I think traditional. I might sort of combine the two, I think, a bit, so that the house is a bit of everything. I can sort of like put my own little touches in different places, and yeah, bit quirky maybe. So that's the latest house update. Lots of you have been asking how we're going to fund the project. So when we moved from Essex to here, the house we sold was quite a lot more expensive than the house we bought, this house. So what we did at the time was we just paid all of the extra we got off of our mortgage. So for the last year and a half we've been living here, we've had quite a smaller mortgage than we did do on our last house. What we're going to do when we do our building work is we're just borrowing that money back from the mortgage again. So we kind of are just going to go back to the payments that we used to have, which we've all budgeted for, and that's how we're going to fund our build. The build is a lot bigger than we originally thought it was going to be. So our build is coming out at about £230,000. So that is an extortionate amount of money. That includes like our driveway, our new patio and things like that. That would be complete. New kitchens, bathrooms, everything like that. To be honest with you, when we bought this house, we kind of thought we were just going to be having a loft extension. But it turns out that we can't do that. The reason we can't do that is because we need to put so many steels into our, so between our ground floor and the first floor, they need to put all new steels in that flooring between. So technically said, and it's easier for the builders to actually just take the whole roof off and the whole ceiling on our ground floor as well and start again, which is why it's costing us so much money. So basically we're going to be left with our 4 external walls and that's it. So yeah, because it's costing us quite a lot more, we have got a certain amount of pot of money that we were expecting to spend, and then what we're going to have to do is we're going to just have to save along the way to pay for it. And obviously once the build is complete, our house is not going to be completely finished because we haven't got enough money for that. We're going to have to save up and get people to come back in. We might only be able to do 1 bathroom at the very beginning, and then we can just save up and do like our ensuite because that's not an essential thing that we need. But as long as we have a main bathroom that we can all use, then we can just do the other bits as and when we can. I'm really hoping I can work with some brands while we do the building work. There are a couple of brands that I have in mind that we already know we want to be using their products in our home, and I would love to be able to work with them. Obviously on my channel I do so much content, and when I work with brands I feel really proud of myself for being recognised by the brand and then wanting to work with me and put their brand to my name, but also because I have worked so hard on my channel for so long, and when you do get to work with brands, like I said, it's a really like proud moment, but also it will obviously help us financially if I can do some work along the way and incorporate some brand work into my videos. So I really hope you guys enjoy all the renovation videos that are going to be coming up, because I can't wait to share them with you. I'm going to be doing one renovation video a week to give you like a little update, a weekly update. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy that. I did ask on my Instagram actually the other day if you guys would like me to have a separate Instagram page for all my homey stuff, or if I should have the same Instagram page for my home and what I'm doing now. I mean, I would prefer to have the same page, to be honest with you, but I don't know if that is what you guys would prefer. Let me know. Oh, also I get asked a lot, do we need to move out of our house when we move, when the building work's being done? Yes, we do. This is another thing we didn't budget for, so we have to rent somewhere. And again, that's just an extra lot of money that we didn't account for in the beginning. So we're going to try and look further out of Brighton for somewhere to rent, because it's a lot cheaper than renting somewhere close by. We need to move out for 6 months. Right, next up, I thought I would update you on the boys and how they are getting on during lockdown. Rory, I would say he has been doing really, really well. Well, both of them, they've been doing really, really well, but Jamie has developed some really bad like anxiety. It's like separation anxiety. So he doesn't like being away from me. He wants to sleep in my bed every single night, and it's just things that he never had before. When Jamie was a tiny baby, up until about 2.5, he had serious separation anxiety, and the only person he ever wanted to go to was me, and he was fine obviously going to Chris as well, but he just wanted to, he was literally like a monkey. He just clung to me the whole time. As soon as he got to about 2.5, he just couldn't care less where I was. He would go to anybody. He would beg to go for sleepovers at people's houses. It was really nice because after having a monkey attached to me all the time, then I felt like, oh, that's good, because I would never want my child to feel anxious about me not being there. I'd like them to feel confident and feel happy to be in other places with other people. So anyway, since the first lockdown, he slowly started to develop separation anxiety from me again, and now every night when he goes to sleep, he cries. He wants me to lay with him, and we've just never ever had that before. So we booked every summer. My mum and dad live in Spain. Every summer my mum and dad take them over to Spain for a week with their cousins. So this summer they're obviously due to go back again. We booked this trip ages and ages ago, and Jamie is, well, he's begging me not to go. I don't even know if they'll be allowed to go, obviously, but it's booked for August. And so Jamie, Rory and their 2 older cousins, who they love so much, are meant to be going to Spain with a mum and dad for a week, but I just don't know how Jamie's going to be about that. When we could have sleepovers with other families, I made Jamie go and have a sleepover with my really good friend Lena, and he just cried and cried and cried, and the boys are almost best friends with her girls, and he just wanted to come home to me. So obviously I can't trial these things out at the moment because we can't be away from each other. We're not allowed to be mixing with people, but I don't know, I just feel like the lockdowns have really affected children, and I know they're having a great time because they're at home and it's lovely for us all to be together, but at the same time I worry how it's going to affect the children from now on. That's what's going on with the boys. Like I said, Rory seems to be okay. I asked him the other day how he was, and he said, I'm fine. And I said, well, you know, I mean, like, what do you feel inside? He said, I feel a bit hungry. So that was Rory's answer. But yeah, he just kind of gets on with things. He doesn't mind where he is, but he's definitely become maybe a bit more cuddly throughout this lockdown. So yeah, that's just the kind of thing that's been going on with the boys. But other than that, they seem to be fine. But yeah, I'm just a bit worried about how it has affected Jamie kind of more long term than this last year. Right, on to Chris's job now. So obviously Chris plays football. He now plays part-time football, and he is in the Conference South League. They have just been told that their season is over. The reason for that is financial. So obviously, due to COVID, they're not allowed to have any fans at their grounds, and the clubs just can't afford to not have the income from fans and keep on paying all their players. But they have been given grants this last kind of, I don't know, 6 months, but now the grants are now saying that they have to now be loans, and the clubs are just saying they can't afford that because they're going to just get into more and more debt, and then come next season they don't know how it's going to work, if they will be allowed fans. Hopefully they will be able to be allowed fans, but so far they have scrapped the season. They just have to wait for the FA to confirm that it has been scrapped, but yeah, it was put to a vote the other day and the majority of teams said let's scrap the league. Chris is really gutted, bless him, because he just kind of feels like he had a purpose before. He had something to do 3 days a week. You know, he'd have a game every Saturday and he had training on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he had a bit of a purpose, and now I feel like he is a bit gutted. He was also having a really good season. He was scoring loads of goals, and yeah, so I think he's a little bit sad about that, but it's understandable at the same time. So he's just kind of thinking, right, well, let's just focus now on getting fit and having a really good next season as well. Right, so next up, lots of you are asking me about holidays. So we haven't booked any abroad holidays apart from the kids ones when they go to visit my mum and dad in Spain. I think we might book an abroad holiday, just one that is COVID protected, so that if we can't fly, then we obviously would just change the dates to sometime next year, but it would just be nice to have something exciting to look forward to. But we're not 100% sure because as well, we've got the house build now, so we probably actually need to just save money. We probably won't go away actually. We have booked a couple of staycations. We've booked a Camber Sands caravan holiday. I am super excited about that. I actually love going on caravanning holidays and camping holidays. So we have booked that in June. And then in July, we booked to go on a boat on the Norfolk Broads just for a weekend. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. Yeah, those are the two things that we have booked, and we haven't told the kids about either of those holidays because I think it would just be a nice little surprise for them when they do come around. Okay, so the last thing that people actually ask about is whether or not I would get the vaccine. So my sister-in-law works for the NHS, and she was explaining to me exactly how the vaccine works, what the vaccine is all about, the fact that it doesn't have any of the actual bad bit about it. So she was saying if that's the coronavirus, these are the spike proteins, you are just getting the spike protein, you're not getting any of the nasty stuff. So very basic that was. So after she kind of talked me through everything, I felt so much better about the vaccine. I was kind of thinking, oh, it's rushed through, you know, is it a good thing to do? Maybe I'll wait until next year or something. But now that she's spoken to me about that and she's explained everything about vaccines in general, about the flu vaccine and everything like that, I feel so much better about it. And yes, I definitely will get the vaccine when it becomes available to me. I just think if I can stop, I know you still can transmit COVID to other people, but it looks like it's reduced transmission. So if I can do that, and if I can help vulnerable people not get COVID, then I will definitely play my part and get the vaccine. So I think the UK is doing such a good job with how it's pushing the vaccine out. And I think if I put my things in the calculator thing, I'm due to get my vaccine in May. That's not even that far away. That's crazy. I would love to know what you guys think about the vaccine as well. I don't want to get in an argument with anyone because I don't have a strong opinion either way. I don't know enough evidence either way. I'm just saying that I would get the vaccine. But yeah, I know there are lots of people out there who think that's irresponsible of people getting the vaccine. But I just look at it like, if I can do my part to help reduce the transmission and help get the country moving again and help get people being able to see their families and loved ones again, then I would definitely do that. So yeah, that's my opinion and that's my decision. So I think that's pretty much all my questions that I have been asked about. When it comes to me, there's nothing really new to tell you about me. My skin's got a bit better recently. I mean, you can't really judge it now because I've got a big hormonal spot here, but I feel like my skin has got so much better. My mum, when I speak to her on Skype, she was like, Kerry, you touch your skin and my chin especially, like I lean on my chin and I kind of go like this and stuff. She said, you touch it so much. Do you think maybe that's why you're getting spots there? So since she said that, I've become so aware of me touching my face and I have touched it so much less. And it's definitely improved my skin. I've also been using some really natural products on my skin, so I feel like maybe that's helped as well. But yeah, that's my news. That's as much as I can tell you. Just that I'm super excited about getting started with my house and that my skin's cleared up a little bit. So over bloody homeschooling, if I'm completely honest with you, and I cannot wait until the 8th of March when the kids go back to school. I think we need it. We're not, I mean, I love my kids, I love my husband, but we're not we're not designed to spend this much time with each other in the same four walls. So I think for all of us, for the kids' mental health, running around the playground, having fun with their friends, having a chat with someone other than their mother and father and dog, I think that's going to be so, so good for them. And then also for Chris and I, well, he doesn't actually work anymore. So we'll probably still be spending some time together, but the weather is getting so much better now, and I'm about to go outside in the garden to do some gardening. Chris is painting the fence black, so I will be doing a video on that obviously very, very soon, show you our little garden update. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have any more questions, then just let me know down below in the comments section, and maybe I'll do another one of these again soon. Yeah, lovely chat. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.